What is this game? I missed something. It's Riftbound. It's a physical Riot's TCG. Where we are in the reveal season of the set 1. And yeah, we are like testing and checking out the cards and everything. They are reusing Runeterra art. Pop! Hello! Whether a PC version of or only physical cards. There are PC versions made by community. Riot doesn't know yet if they want to make their own client or not, or at least they are not transparent about it. However, you will be able to play it on PC. Right now we have either you can play it on TTS or on the Pixelborn. First one being Cleave. 1 mana, spell red, action, give a unit assault this turn. This is really good. I mean, this is exactly what the deck needed. Just some pump for the swarm units to make them able to break through the like mid-range units and like the counteract with the pumping spells from the green. Really good. Probably 3 off in the deck. Like such cards makes me want to cut seals even more from the deck. If you play aggro Darius, I don't think you can run seals. I think you have to cut at this point. If you play more of a mid-range Darius, you probably don't play Cleave, or maybe you cut off to less off, and you keep the like 2 to 3 seals. If you play top and Kadregin and like those bigger bombs, Tryndamir, Kadregin, if you are not trying to finish sooner, probably even aggro Darius will still keep like 2 Tryndamirs at least to finish off the games. Pretty good card. Mushroom Pouch. 2 mana gear. Blue. At the start of your beginning phase, if you control a face down card at battlefield, draw 1. So if you are controlling 2 face down cards, ergo hiddens, at 2 different battlefields, you still draw 1. So that's, some people might find this confusing and think this could draw up to 2, but it can't. Is it good? It looks like win more card to me. It could be good in Teemo deck. But the Teemo deck has a fundamental issue right now that you are limited by the face down fields. You cannot make a hidden deck when you are limited to by the face down fields. If they print some card or gear that allows you to surpass the hidden the limit, this will be better alongside the Teemo deck. But for now, the question is, can you play it in any blue deck? I'm thinking blue-green, Ahri deck. Ahri deck already could play up to 12 hidden cards now that are fairly good. Zonia, Stand United, Foxfire, Block. Just like 4 different cards, you can play up to 3 off each. You probably don't. Like, I don't see you could play... I mean, Zonia you need 3 off in the deck. Stand United, I think you could cut to 2 off. Block is crazy good, so you play 3 off. And Foxfire, I think it's a matchup dependent. I don't think you can justify playing 3 off, but I think you could be playing 2 off. Because the reason Foxfire is good is because it synergizes with the Ahri Legend so well. And it brings down those 5 power units to the range of the Foxfire if you need to kill like bigger ones. And the best part is Foxfire can react to the buff before it resolves. So like if someone trying to go into you, they pre-buff, you react to their buff with the Foxfire and you kill off their unit, which is amazing. Anyway, Mushroom Pouch. I probably tested in the Ahri one-off, but like, make no mistake, this has to draw at least 2 cards to have value. I'd rather play Meditation. Meditation guarantees you 2 draws. This doesn't. It's just, I don't think it's good enough. But this forces opponent into attacking you, so it might create some dynamic. But again, I think it's a win more card. I don't like it. might see playing Teemo. Caitlyn.
I'm on the case.
3 mana, free energy, 1 power, 3 might, green. I must be assigned combat damage last. Really interesting. Now it makes it so like you don't need tank units to protect her. She's pretty much like she wants to go on some sort of swarm deck. I wonder how she interacts with the block. Like if you put tank on her, and then there is a text, I must be assigned combat damage last, which has priority. That's an interesting one. Probably easy to figure out, but something to keep in mind. That's worth checking. And then she has on exhaust, deal damage equal to my might to a unit at the battlefield. Use this ability only while I'm at the battlefield. I mean, it would be too broken if it was at base. Like you have to put her in danger to get the value. The problem is recycling, like if you recycle early runes, if you pay the power early without seals, you lose quite a bit tempo. So if you do so, you need to make sure you are getting good value. And the problem is with free power, she's kinda vulnerable. She could be a good keep in opening hand when you are going second. So you can develop her into the trap. You might even, like, the way you would do this, because like you don't need, like if opponent didn't develop anything on their own turn, you don't need to protect her with the trap. However, if you follow it up by like another 4-drop, let's say set, then next turn you can just follow up with set on the top of her in the battlefield and then put a trap, and suddenly you have a really beefy battlefield that's protected by the hidden. And there is a lot of good hiddens in the green to protect it. So I think you can make some great tempo play with Caitlyn followed up by Set, given that Set has also tank ability. If you play the green-yellow, you can also play it with Lee. And again, Lee will be protecting her due to the fact that she has the assigned combat last. So I kind of want to cook with her. But again, this is sort of unit that you need, like you will be keeping on your opener probably only when you're going second. Like this is very mulligan skillful thing to have, to realize when you can keep her even when you are going first or second. And it also be impacted if there are obelisk of power pulled. Yellow Darius, 6 energy, 1 power, 6 might. Legion effect. When you play me, ready me. Other friendly units have +1 here. Initial impression I have broken, but like when you look at it closer, it buffs only the unit here. That means 1 battlefield or base. So it doesn't buff all the units. So you are forced to go to like he's like the general that you have to be playing alongside. And like committing multiple units to 1 battlefield is usually risky. But like it's a great addition to the deck. You can cheat him out. You can with the seal into Darius legend into the 6 mana on turn on 5 runes. Also you can just play him without Legion effect. You can also play him vanilla and still have buffed units at the base in protection for spells. I mean, definitely free off. This plus Cleave indicates that you will be playing Darius more of a swarm deck, not a tall deck, with the Tryndamere finisher. I don't think you go much taller than Tryndamere, because you'll never get there with the mana and you want to have a good enough early pressure. So this is a very good top end card. Like this will be your finisher. With the Cleave alongside, yeah, very strong. And like the fact that you have for the Cleave, you can pretty much always pay with the legend Darius. It's just, yeah, so good. Block. 2 mana, spell, green. Also a hidden. It's an action spell, so you can play it when you get attacked by the opponent still. If you don't want to utilize it as a hidden, give a unit shield if you have 2 battlefields and you could use it in either one of them. You have a spare runes and you don't know where opponent will go, because like let's say you have Lee at both of them, equally strong. The battlefields don't have an effect, and the opponent will choose obviously to go one where there is no hidden. If you develop one to threaten you, you might choose to keep it as an action, to have it as an option to just hard cast instead of playing as a hidden. So definitely there is a value in the card being an action and a spell, and you will be playing it as maybe not as often as hidden, but you will still be hard casting it. It gives a unit shield free and tank, really strong. It makes Ahri more appealing now, because the problem with Ahri is she's really understated for the mana cost. Like having 4 might for 5 cost plus recycle and no effect on the board is really, really weak. Like Ahri is just a win more card and creates some pressure, but Ahri forces opponent to go into the battlefield with the hiddens. The way to make Ahri good is to make opponent attack into your battlefields with the hiddens, and that's why like when opponent tries to go all in on one battlefield and they go 10 ahead, they cannot race against you if you have Ahri, because you'll be getting twice more points. And that's why like Ahri now you can justify with the introduction of block. And I'll probably add back 2 more Ahri to test alongside the block for my top end. And I might cut on Kaisa in my Ahri lead deck. We'll see. Ooh, we have Ekko. Ekko 5 power, 5 energy, 1 power, blue power, and 5 might. Accelerate, you may pay 1 additional power and energy to enter him ready, and he has Deathknell. Recycle me to ready your runes. Wow. Okay. This one is interesting.
Nice.
Essentially, you can play him for 6 mana, 6 energy, 2 power, but you recycle 2 runes. And you can have back, like use him as a removal. And you can have back like another bunch of runes to follow it up with. A great tempo swing. This is really strong. This is a great top deck for the late game top decking. Having access to accelerate when your mana is not an issue is great. Then the Deathknell effect is not so strong. I'm thinking like you run into the more of an issue where I don't have enough cards to justify the recycle me to ready your runes. But that's said in the green decks. I'm thinking if he could go into Kaisa deck.
That's 1.
But the problem with Kaisa deck, she's very heavy on already repaying the power. So like another unit that would recycle could be rough. However, you can do some crazy stuff with it, where you develop him in, you leave him in the base, and then you set up like a double turn. You can also utilize cards that sacrifice your own unit, such as that each player kills a unit if you need a double turn, or just the unit that eats him up to ready the runes. Interesting. We need to see more cards, but Ekko will be definitely broken at some point. I don't know what deck. I think for sure Kaisa. Like once we see more cards, it's definitely Kaisa. And this might justify putting blue seals actually. Because before I was leaning away from putting blue seals into the Kaisa, but now there is like Ekko might, if I play free of Ekko, it might be just good enough to justify it. And before you play Darius, because there was no better card to play it with the Kaisa deck, and Ekko is a great slot to just replay Darius. Like this is just a better card, same cost, same might, better effect. And you can utilize better blue seal, and before you had to recycle the red seal. So this, yeah, I'll be testing this in Kaisa deck probably today. Really cool. Heimer. Aha! We already seen Heimer before from some spoilers, but not in English version. So it's a 3 mana, a 3 energy, 1 power, 3 might, blue champion. I have all exhaust abilities of all friendly legends units gear. Really strong with the buffed VIKTOR. Now that VIKTOR costs 1 mana, you can just print out tokens. I don't think this is good in Kai'Sa, because again you need to recycle early, and like having option to you just lose too much tempo. Like you need to have an active that's not reaction to like a reactive. You need a proactive play that's good with Heimer. So like such as VIKTOR. I think Heimer is really good in VIKTOR. Like being able to tap 2 energy to create 2 tokens is extremely potent. Like that's so strong. You just don't run out of resources. Love it. And also you can utilize it as a gear. All tap abilities. Wow. Yeah. I think it's a VIKTOR card. Dangerous Duo. Legion. 3 energy, 3 might, red card. When you play me, give a unit +2 might this turn. The Legion effect. Wow, okay, Darius is so potent. Holy. Yeah, this makes Darius, okay, this makes Darius a whole. Now, Cleave, yellow Darius, Dangerous Duo, make Darius probably the strongest deck at the current reveal stage, because it's so complete. It's literally complete deck. I'll jump in to make Kai'Sa and Darius deck just shortly after we go through those reveals. Yeah, and that's good. Which is your favorite, guys, reveal so far from yesterday? Anyone thinks Mushroom Pouch has a potential? Because I'm a doubter. I'm a big doubter.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video, and let us know what you think about that one. Kurwa mać!